Yeah, welcome everybody.
Yeah.
Welcome everybody to the One Shot Killers podcast. I am your host, a hardcore icon, Brandon Scott, here with your co-host, the King of Bone Style, JoJo Valvano. And it's finally warm enough where we're back where we record bitches.
Yes, sir, man.
And Joe, as I just did that, you know what I realized? Kit Wilson was right. You
Oh.
can to be strong like this, you got to be strong like this.
Did you see though he was supposed to be originally in the Rumble, and I guess reports said that or not reports, Triple H or someone in TKO didn't allow it or didn't let it happen.
Yeah, but apparently there was creative for him to even win the Rumble.
Oh my gosh.
And it's all because he went super viral on like TikTok.
Oh my gosh. I'm still not a fan, but hey, man, if he's over, I just
I'm
don't
telling
care.
you, it's the little girly song he comes out to. It's so catchy that it's stuck in everybody's head. And and I'm being honest with you, like, bro, uh, his song is so catchy and almost so good. I will say so good that it's made his whole character.
Hey, if it helps him out and succeeds, hell for that. I'm happy for him. I personally don't care about him right now. So if he wins me over, hey, but at the moment, I'm just not a fan.
Joe, it's
Pretty
when you start.
deadly.
It's when you start swinging your hips and feeling pretty deadly. That's when. That's when you'll be a fan.
One thing I want to mention real quick, because I know I said I'd mention Raw first, but I'm going to get this one out because it's one thing.
Yeah.
Joe Hendry is the new NXT World Champion. I didn't watch all of
Yes.
NXT, but I did
I
see
didn't
this ladder
watch.
match.
I didn't watch any of NXT. And I didn't watch any of NXT mostly because I forgot it was Tuesday. But that's a whole nother fucking deal. But anyhow, I seen Joe Hendry won the title, and that made me really happy. But at the same time, I was like, man, they killed his character so much.
Yeah.
Like, I'm happy he won. But at the same time, Joe, and I don't know if you felt like this at all, maybe it was just me, but when he won, I was just like, oh, cool. It's not like how I wanted him to win the TNA title, you know?
Yeah, his booking has been just awful. And now it's just like I'm happy for him, but I still would have preferred Ricky. But I am happy that Joe won the title. I
And
just
which
feel like it's so soon.
I don't get one thing though. How come like when you get yourself over and you're super super over and the crowd wants you, they don't want you. But yet if you're not over at all and the crowd hates you, yeah, that's our guy. Push him to the fucking top, damn it.
I'll never understand it either, bro. It's these freaking promoters, these companies. They're just so weird. They want to go for the people we don't want, but the
But the
ones we're
people we
actually
do
fired
want,
up for.
like bro, like this is another case of Karrion Cross, LA Knight, and Jada Parker.
See, I didn't even was Miss Parker. Was she
What
even on
you?
the show?
Um.
I only seen the ladder match. I didn't even see the whole show, so I have no idea if she was
So
on there.
I'm gonna be truthful. I didn't even see the ladder match. So like what I'm talking about, I seen somebody had posted it on Instagram. I'd seen it that he won. So truthfully, brother, I'm going to say I think she was on the show, but I have no idea. I'm telling you, she was on the show, and I know some of y'all are probably watching us right now, and you go, hold on, what the fuck, slow down.
You
You
don't
know,
know Miss Paka?
no, here we are talking about wrestling, but then I'm sitting here telling you I ain't watching NXT. I didn't watch NXT legitimately because I forgot that it was Tuesday. I seen Monday Night Raw. I seen most of Dynamite. I had turned off Dynamite somewhere around hour two. So I think I seen at least the first half for sure. And I
Yeah.
turned off Dynamite in the first half of hour two because my dad is in the hospital and we had to go visit him. So I've just had a lot going on this week. It's kind of been a rough one. So On that, however, here we go.
So, do you want to start with the Raw, or do you want to start with Dynamite?
Let's start with Monday Night Raw, just
All right.
truthfully, because for me, it's going to be the easiest to say, yep, that happened.
All right. So, my first thing on here was Braun Breaker was actually the first thing on the show. As soon as it went on the air, he was flipping tables, going after Corey Graves and Michael Cole, yelling at them,
Oh yeah, he got
screaming
pissed off because he got fucked in the Royal Rumble.
by the
He's blaming
mystery
Adam
man,
Pierce, and then Adam Pierce said the last time I seen a mystery man, it was
Austin.
Austin Theory.
And
And
Logan's over there like, oh shit.
now, bro, I'm sure you've seen it go viral, but people have been trying to figure out who's this masked man.
It's Seth.
So, and no, it's not.
I truly think it's Seth.
I can tell you how it's not. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
So the guy at least under the mask on Monday Night Raw was not Seth, because Seth Rollins has a dark, almost black beard. This guy had a blondish brown beard, and I'm thinking it was a certain Paul.
It better not be Logan, because then what are we doing?
No, no, not
Babyface Braun?
no, not Logan Paul. Jake Paul,
Oh my god. Even
the
worse. I
boxer,
seen that.
the boxer who got his jaw broke.
Oh my gosh. I seen that after because Braun was about to go after Adam Pierce because Adam was talking shit. Like he was talking a lot of
Yeah,
shit. And then LA Knight comes behind everyone, starts hitting him with the chair, and I'm just like, all right, something good right now. All right, LA Knight's back.
and here's
And
something to add to this, right?
yeah.
I can confirm whether or not the storyline is about Seth Rollins or not. It was not Seth Rollins under the mask last night. On Monday Night Raw, because the reports are right now Seth Rollins is still injured. However, the reason they're doing the storyline of the Masked Man is because they believe that Seth Rollins will be healthy by WrestleMania.
I hope so. I do hope so. I just think Seth's fooling us all because I seen he was on some podcast talking about like, oh, that's not me. That's I'm at home, which maybe he is. You never know. He could be telling the truth. I just
Yeah.
Seth has fooled us too much, bro.
No, and I agree with you. I agree with you. I think of the infamous
Injury.
crutches spot, if you remember that.
Yeah.
Uh, and but no, apparently, this is once again just reports right now. He was not the guy under the mask on Monday. He is expected to be a part of this storyline, and because the hopes are that he will be healthy by WrestleMania. But as of right now, they're saying no, that was not Seth at Monday Night Raw.
That's crazy. I just don't believe it. But I did see also Javon Evans took on Americano, the not original, but
The the other
the
Americana,
yeah, because then
which
I
that's just crazy. Yeah, I mean, I didn't grow up watching a lot of AAA and Lucha
me either.
Underground, but has there always been two El Grande Americanos?
No, but I'm telling you, bro, I'm gonna stick with my heart. I don't care what anyone says. It's Chad Gable. That was Chad Gable, but then I seen his mustache, and I'm like, I don't know now.
Right, and you've seen how thick it is, and then
Yeah, I'm
also
like,
like, hold on, wait, can I pull? Hold on, wait, see if I can't. Let me get a shot, cause, cause Royal Rumble El Grande original Americano. See if we can't get an image of this here, because y'all got to see what I'm looking at. Because like I feel like I'm going crazy. All right, all right, all right. So now, see that was El Grande Americano original at the Royal Rumble. Now
mm,
look, Joe. Uh, I'm not convinced that this bearded, majestic warrior is Chad Gable, and I don't think it's Chad Gable because Chad Gable's not like he's muscular, but he ain't ever been this muscular. And then you see that Hulk Hogan '80s tan going on right here.
yeah,
But then for me, can we see that? That looks more like
yeah,
Seth Rollins than it does Chad Gable.
I do think it is Chad Gable. Maybe he has a new beard look or something, but like I think Wrestle Votes reported it like he was going to be at the Royal Rumble last week, and then he ended up being in the Royal Rumble facing off with the other one, and then he screwed over the other Americano when Javon beat him. And then I'm telling you, bro, we're getting a mask versus mask match at WrestleMania.
Right
Like
now,
that's what this is all
you
leading to.
remember the tan bearded man I just showed you, right?
Yeah,
Here's Chad Gable.
maybe he looks different now. I don't know.
See, but you see what I mean? Like he's
Yeah, I
not
see what you mean.
that tan and he's not that bearded. I think, bro, that this is a new wrestler from the AAA, bro.
Can I can I just say something funny?
What's up?
Gunther portraying as AJ Styles was fucking hilarious.
No, 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 no. That pissed me the fuck off. When I see Joe, when that music hit, and
I
then
got
all
up.
you see is him like this, I was like, yeah. And then, no.
It's Gunther, the phenomenal Gunther.
Bro, oh, Joe, I legitimately got angry.
It was great.
I'm getting angry right now. The fuck,
I,
like that, like Joe. No, you don't understand. You do not understand. When I watched the Royal Rumble, I was pissed off. When I watched this on Monday Night Raw, I was pissed the fuck off. Like, bro, fuck Gunther, bro. And I know a lot of y'all will go, oh well, it's scripted entertainment. It's still real to me, damn it. All right.
I,
Yeah.
I booed when freaking Dragon Lee attacked him. I'm like, really? That's where we're going with Gunther, Dragon
Dude,
Lee, and then he beat the shit out of him, and then
he,
like literally picked him up.
and like hung him and choked him
Yeah,
over the
just like
ropes,
Brody King would do. I'm like,
bro.
damn.
And you want to know something? You know why he choked out Dragon Lee? Because that was
Yeah,
AJ Styles' tag partner.
that was all. I love that. That was great. Actually, that does make a little bit more sense. I just don't care for that match, but hopefully
But
he knocked him out.
bro, and then AJ Styles was on Stephanie McMahon's podcast. And this is the first thing he's done since being retired. So I'm afraid I've got some good news. AJ Styles is legitimately retired. Retiring in WWE was AJ's idea. It was not forced on him by the game. All right, yeah, like he decided to do that. Thirdly, he is retired. However, he couldn't. He did admit, I could not bring myself to take the gloves off, and I couldn't bring myself to take the gloves off. Maybe because it's everything I've always known. It's all I've ever known. But you know, wrestlers they do get one, right? They do get one out of retirement. So he did tease that,
Never
but
say never.
never say never. But he said for right now though, I'm coming home. And
I seen his wife said that too.
yeah, and bro, his wife, God bless that woman. That was beautiful what she wrote.
Yeah.
You know, Joe, listen to me. There's not many women, at least that I know of, that would ride or die with a man. You know, you got to understand, AJ Styles wasn't always this rich, successful wrestler. When he started out, he was an ain't shit nobody who made
From the king.
$20 a night on the independents. She had to trust in this man that one day he would make it, or she wasn't ever going to be taken care of, bro. Do you know how, like, bro, the weight of that? And then AJ Styles, he's been traveling and wrestling his whole career. You have a family. I know he has at least 4 kids. And to make that marriage work, bro, like, not a lot of guys do that. And so when she's writing out, you know, I was with you when you were in WCW before you were anybody. And you said one day I'm going to make it. And not making it was never an option for you. You always believed in yourself. And because of you trusting God and believing in your dream, you took care of us and our family. And I watched you make it all the way to the WWE. But now the most phenomenal moments are upon us. This is going to be the phenomenal times of our lives. This new journey with you home. Like, bro, man, I'm almost getting fucking teary eyed right now. Like, it
Yeah.
was beautiful what she wrote. And it was, and it reminded me of Rey Mysterio, because Rey Mysterio's wife gave up her dream of going to medical school, so in the hopes that Rey would make it as a wrestler. And
I
like,
respect those women.
for real, bro, because like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like maybe like only you would probably know what I'm actually thinking and saying, but I can't name you, like, bro, out of all the women I know. I would have a hard time telling you maybe two or three that would do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So respect to them for that, honestly. Like
Hmm.
that's awesome. But
And
I
then,
did want to talk about another part because Oba
yeah,
showed up on Raw. I was not happy when I seen the War Raiders out there, and then I heard of Oba, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what this is about to be. And he just destroyed them. Like I mean, destroyed them, and I wasn't happy about that because I love the War Raiders. We could have used some like jobbers or something for
right.
this
Like
job,
we
not the
could have used,
Raiders.
Los Lotharios. We could have used, bro. This fucking breaks my heart that I'm about to tell you this, but we could have used the Street Profits.
Yeah, that is sad to see because the Street Profits were great, but where have they been? But like,
Bro, speaking of which, and I'm only going to touch on this for a second. How did Montez Ford damn near go from having what could have been, I think, a lot of people's eyes a few years ago, a main event singles push, to now, if he ever even won the IC title, I'd be surprised.
I think they're leaving the company when their when their contracts are up because like
I
they're
hope
doing
so.
nothing. They're doing nothing. But
Because,
like,
bro, tag team wrestling in WWE is dead.
yeah, it's pretty obvious. And then speak of dead, the Bella Twins. What was this
Boo!
segment? Bro, what was
Boo!
this segment? Were they baby faces? Were they heels? Like I was so confused. Even the crowd was like, "What?"
Bro, the crowd just didn't fucking care.
I
And,
don't blame them. Nikki Bella on TV. Let's be real. I don't give a shit. Brie
and
Bella, eh, still don't give a
bro,
shit.
can I be honest with you?
Go
When the
ahead.
Royal Rumble happened and Brie came back and she was one of the surprise returns besides Tiffy, I felt disappointed.
Me too. She got one
Uh,
of the loudest pops. I will say that.
oh yeah, she sure did. But in my house, there was no pop. In
This is
my
the only
house,
reason.
oh, 100%. But in my house, there was no pop. And, I don't hate Brie. I watched the whole time she was pregnant with her first child. I kind of followed her YouTube journey through that. I grew up watching her whole career. I don't hate Brie Bella, but I'm not happy to see her back.
She's not good, really. Like she's better than Nikki, I will say, but she's still not good. Like it
No, because the last time I remember her being in the ring, didn't she knock out Liv Morgan for reals?
yeah, yeah. I actually do remember that. So like, I don't know. And they're back supposedly together, and they want the tag titles, which was this segment. This was awful. I don't even
We
care about this.
And I will admit that doesn't piss me off completely. And
I just,
the only reason it doesn't piss me off completely is because, Joe, you know how you've always said when it comes to tag titles, as long as it's on a legitimate team.
yeah.
I mean, you would have to argue at least that the Bellas are a legitimate team, and that's something the women's division damn sure doesn't have. Maybe outside of Solruka and Zarya. So I mean, that's kind of one where it's like,
I just don't want to see them beat Io in Rhea at WrestleMania. Like, come on, that's awful.
that would be a Joe. They wouldn't really do that, would they?
Yeah, they would. I feel because it's the Bellas. Let's just be real. But I don't really care
Man,
about this segment. This was. I just wanted to mention it because it was just so out of like. I don't even know what to say about it.
no, you're good. Like I said, my reaction was non-existent, and I'm trying to figure out why it's non-existent. Because like I said, I don't hate the Bellas. I
That's
don't
fair.
hate Brie, but I just don't care either.
Another thing I didn't care about Bronson versus Penta. There was really nothing to this match. LA Knight screws over Bronson and he gets counted out, and that's how Penta wins.
I gave up on LA Knight.
Yeah, I
Uh,
love LA Knight, but they gotta really build this guy back up because he's
Joe,
just
the Rumble was the last little bit of hope I had.
Yeah, but I don't know. I really
And
then
then I watched Cody Rhodes take
yeah.
it all away. He took it all away.
Can we talk about one of the good parts about Raw? Liv Morgan.
Yeah, Monday Night Morgan. Hell yeah.
She won the Royal Rumble. Dirty Dom was out there to bring her out, and then she
He
jumped
ran
into
and
his
jumped up
arms.
in his arms.
Dude, Dirty Dom has let's give some love to his wife because, dude, he's got this woman just around him, and
Bro,
she's in short shorts too. Like, come on,
bro,
really
trust me,
short shorts.
I get what you're saying. Look, they've kissed outside of WWE at a different televised event. And then Liv Morgan even said, because my sister, she only watches wrestling for Liv Morgan. And she's one of those people, like, if she likes a wrestler or a celebrity, she's going to know everything there is to know about that person. Liv Morgan had done an interview where she said, you know why Liv and Dom connect so well on screen? It's because Giovanna, her real name, and Dominic have chemistry. If there was no real chemistry, it wouldn't work on TV. That
They
is what
do.
she said. And bro, and I'm just thinking, this man is married.
And she's
Why would?
saying that.
And she's saying that, bro. Like, if I'm his wife, bro, like, I'm killing it. Like, bro, I'm killing a bitch.
Dirty
Like,
Dom is a lucky man.
and then his wife. Do you remember the interview she did where she goes, "Yeah, I know what he does at work, but
I'm fine with it.
it's pretend."
I don't know. I don't know how you could
And
pretend that, but I don't know.
I don't know how she was cool with it.
Me either. But speaking of Liv, Raquel was out there too, and she's like, "Why did you throw me over the top rope?" And Liv is like, "We're friends, we're best friends, but like this is every woman. Like that was every woman for herself. Like you're gonna win the title tonight. You're gonna beat Stephanie, which was another bad match. I did not like this match at
I
all.
didn't I didn't think it was a bad match. But what I did find interesting is Raquel had told Liv explicitly, stay in the back. I do not want help.
And she cost her the match.
Cost her the match. And bro, I feel like this was done on purpose because when she eliminates her at the Royal Rumble and
Yeah, it was.
Raquel's like, huh? And then you see Liv, ha! Like, bro, you can't tell me that shit wasn't on purpose.
They're gonna break up somehow. Liv is gonna win that title, and then something's gonna happen like that. But I did see when Raquel said not to come out there, but she was botching so much in that match, bro. Like there was so much botching. Like I seen two different times, and I was like, I'm done with this match.
Can you point
Stephanie
it?
just win.
Can you point one of them out?
She literally, um, she was. I gotta remember fully into this, but like
Mm-hmm.
she did a move, and it didn't go like at all. Like it didn't connect. I think she
Gotcha.
put her through no, she put her through a table too, and it completely didn't break. Like it literally
Yes,
just
yes, 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 yes. I remember that. That
yeah.
was
There was another one. I just can't remember it on the
that was
spot.
the corner power bomb spot.
Yeah,
She picks her up off the corner. She goes to power bomb her through the table, and she
and
instead of going through the table kind of like bends slightly, but
yeah,
like barely, and then she bounces off of it.
yeah. I know it was a street fight, even though they weren't in the street. It was a fine-ish match. Stephanie retains in the end, which I figured. Stephanie's gonna lose to Liv at WrestleMania, but honestly, there's really nothing to say about this match. Stephanie retained. Like the biggest thing that I'm about to say is the main event scene, which is CM Punk and Roman. This was brilliant. This was
Oh,
excellent. Everything about this segment, bro.
absolutely.
Everything.
Absolutely. I just gotta fuck with you real quick though. So you said yeah, a street fight, but it wasn't in the streets.
Yeah.
All right, in WWE, tell me the difference between Extreme Rules, Street Fight, no disqualification, no holds barred,
They're all the same.
Bloodline rules.
They're basically all the same, except for street fights. I would think you're in the street. Why call it a street fight if it's not in the street?
All
It's
right,
just weird to me.
hardcore match,
They're all the same. They're all
and
the same type matches.
See, if I was gonna try to get to 10, I'm at 6. But like, bro, you get my point though, right?
Yeah, they're
Like, I
yeah.
I hate how they do this, and WWE does it on purpose, bro. Like, all of a sudden they'll have like a never seen before, no DQ Mountain Dew match. We've never seen a Mountain Dew match.
God. Yeah, some of it's really bad, bro. But I do want your thoughts though about Roman talking about, because this is Philly. This is the same building that booed him all those years back, and they were chanting for him OTC, OTC, and he's like, "Damn, this kind of feels weird just to know like the last time I was here, y'all booed me, but now you cheered me." And then he's like, I don't know who I'm going after, Drew or Punk. And the crowd's like, CM Punk. And Roman's like, mm-hmm. And then that's when Punk shows up. And he
But
goes right past Roman. And he talks
yeah,
about Finn Balor. And he's
and
like,
Roman looks at him like the fuck.
yeah. So I'm guessing Balor, Punk, because I seen WrestleVotes reported this. Punk versus Balor at Elimination Chamber in Chicago. So that should be fine. But Punk's going to retain, obviously. But this
But
segment, dude,
the
this was
segment was
excellent.
the segment was fire.
Yeah, like both
Um,
guys, literally both guys.
but I gotta admit, on this segment, there was one thing that CM Punk said that, unlike when he said it to Dean Ambrose and
That
Seth Rollins, it's not true about Roman. See, when he told Roman Reigns, "I brought you here," he so that's a lie. See, so, the Shield was CM Punk's group. However, CM Punk chose
Chris Hero.
Cassius Ono, Chris Hero, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins. He did not choose Roman Reigns. Vince McMahon and Triple H chose Roman Reigns because he was the pretty guy.
Yeah, Roman. I seen Punk said like you got to make Roman look strong, and that's also what Roman mentioned about his podcast he was on with Colt Cabana. He's like, you were on your best friend's podcast talking shit. I had to deal with this while you were gone all those years. While every time I'm in a segment, your name is getting chanted. Like he said he hates CM Punk. Like he doesn't despise him. He hates this man. Like he doesn't want to choose Punk because of anything else, and then he hates him. He wants to take that title. And they made fun of Drew McIntyre. I was so pissed.
I mean, they both ripped into Drew McIntyre. That was funny as hell.
Like, dude,
And
they murdered him.
they were talking about what a loser he was, and then CM Punk's like, "I beat Drew," and then but you couldn't do it without your family. And then Roman was like, "Yeah, you beat Drew. You beat him like 2 or 3 times, but you know what? I beat him for like 2 or 3 years."
And he said like you cried over the freaking wristband, and he mentioned it was on his hand too, which is pretty funny. It
Yeah.
was around his hand, which is hilarious. But like, there was so much to this promo, bro. These two guys, like, this was probably Roman's best promo in years.
Oh,
Like,
100%.
this was
100 for fun.
excellent,
Like, bro,
absolutely excellent.
I'll tell you this. I think it was his best promo since he turned heel.
Yeah, because he was on fire. He didn't have Paul. He didn't have anybody. It was just Roman and it was Punk, and they
Mhm.
both delivered. I can't even say one did better than the other. I think it was just even. Roman
Like,
might have did a little bit better, but I still think Punk did good too. So
the
it's fifty
last
fifty.
the last time Roman Reigns like shocked me on his own with a promo was the night that Paul Heyman was revealed with him.
Yeah.
It's not just a prediction, it's a spoiler, and then the camera pans over. All
Yeah.
right. But this promo, like you said, there was no Paul, there was no bloodline, no nothing. And I think this one was his best one because for the first time, Roman Reigns cut a promo out in that ring by himself, and it sounded good.
Yeah, it was, and they're the main event now officially. The night two main event is Roman CM Punk for the world title in 18 years since Undertaker and Edge for the world title when I was at WrestleMania was the
Yes,
last time the world title main evented. That's
which
insane.
which is fucking crazy because that was 2008.
Yeah,
They didn't get rid of
18.
the they didn't get rid of the world heavyweight title till 2014 or so. So that really is crazy.
18 years, bro. I was at that event the last time it main evented with the world title. 18 years later, CM Punk finally, because well, he got the main event last year, but this is the big one.
Right, because oh, and we're going to talk about this with CM Punk probably too, but I don't agree that the main event, even if it's the main event of night one, the real main event
It's night
is
two.
night two.
That's why I
And,
hate that there's two nights. Like there should be
but
one night.
so look, bro, you know how I called out the hypocriticalness of CM Punk shit?
Yeah.
All right, he said that he thinks the night one, night two pay per views are a good idea. These are his words. And I'm
I
just thinking,
disagree.
bro, I remember him dogging WWE.
With MJF segment saying, "Oh, you can go main event a night 3 freaking extravaganza something like that." He said something, but he made fun of it. Like he put them on the spot, and now he's okay with like I just think that's stupid.
And it comes down to two. I'm gonna say this. It comes down to three things, and it breaks my heart. But it comes down to three things. It comes down to he knows if he gets fired from WWE, no
He's gone.
company will take him. All right. Two, the money. You gotta mention the money, especially the stupid money. When they go to Saudi Arabia, Joe, they get
Yeah,
paid extra millions.
that's crazy.
So you get the money, and then also, um, I do believe that he is happier this time around. Um, Even though he's still being fucked over in similar ways, on certain things. But Triple H, bro, he did what Vince McMahon could not do. He took CM Punk's balls and chopped them off.
I just don't agree with what he's saying. Like how you like I don't agree with that. Like I personally think the night 2 is
Oh, okay. There he is. There he is. Yeah.
I don't know
Ah,
what just happened. That's weird.
I don't know. You just kind of you were there and you said CM Punk main eventing the night two, and then you went away.
Oh well, yeah. CM Punk main eventing night 2 just like him saying like night 1, night 2 is a good idea. I don't agree with that. I think it's just it should be a night 1, like only one night, and the main event is the main event. Having two
But
nights to me, like the
you,
real main event will always be Sunday. That's just
right,
the truth.
and and not only that, on these night one, night two pay per views, it's been very clear since the beginning of this. All right, Joe, what night has the better match card? Night two.
Sunday.
All right, so like I loved at night one what you can. This is the argument. Well, we can show more wrestlers at
Yeah.
WrestleMania. Okay, yeah, sure, I will agree with that. But however, you have not created one WrestleMania moment, not one, that feels as important as when it was one night years ago.
Yeah.
Like Joe, you were at WrestleMania 24. That show is less than 3 hours long. I
Yeah.
watched it back.
It was a great
Like,
show.
and now we have a 2 day WrestleMania and we can't create as good of moments.
I just don't like that. Night 2 will always be the bigger event, the better night, the one you want to go to. Not saying night 1 will have that, but night 2 is those bigger matches. That's Punk and Roman. Like that's
Yes.
so like honestly, I'm not agreeing with that, but it is what it is. But personally, I'm happy the world title is the main event for the first time in 18 years, and it's the two biggest names of their generation.
I do
Like
have to say one thing, I guess. As we're talking about night two being the bigger night, last year's WrestleMania was the only WrestleMania where I would have rather went to night one.
yeah, night 2 last year sucked,
Mm.
but
Do you think
yeah,
they're going to screw over Las Vegas the way they did last year?
who knows? Who knows? I hope not. But like the build for WrestleMania so far hasn't been the greatest, but we're only getting started really. But I hope so. It's good, but you really never know. But like, I did. So I was. Do you want to save Dynamite for just TNA because I don't have that much battery left, and I really don't want to start something and then it shuts me down, and then
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
you on here.
Yeah, we can get through Dynamite with TNA
All right, because
because
it's
we're
at
already
18.
past that 30-minute mark we wanted.
Okay, I just don't want to go dying on you, and then you're like, oh my gosh, where'd he go? So I'd rather you know what's going on because my iPad's already, it's getting to the red.
Oh no, I'm really glad you said something. And so on that one, we will go ahead and do Dynamite with TNA tonight and cover what happened on that show.
Plus
The
some
biggest
wrestling news.
and plus some wrestling news. I guess the biggest thing that I'll get out, because it's the one thing that we're not going to go into more detail when we do talk about that show, so I'll just get it out now. Uh, AEW did go viral, and AEW did not go viral because they were a good wrestling show. They did not go viral because something on there finally happened that we needed to watch. Uh, they went viral because during the start of MJF versus Brody King, the crowd just starts doing this mass fuck ice chant. And this went so viral, Joe, that NBC News had to report on it. And I'm not here to pick a side. I don't care whose side of politics you're on. I could really give two fucks less. But however, the fact that professional wrestling is being mentioned at all in the mainstream media, I have to admit I was a little bit surprised.
Yeah. Also, the referee, if you noticed, he let it happen. He just sat there and he waited to ring the bell, and then he rang the bell. I did see that. So
Yeah, and when you have the crowd overtaking the show like that, what can you do?
yeah, he was just like, let them get it out, and then we'll ring the bell, and then they stopped. Like nothing against him or anything. I'm just saying, like the referee let it happen, and then
The
he
crowd, and
just
then they went
yeah
on, in
yeah.
which
So
and I'll admit this, it was loud enough to where they did have to stop the show.
yeah
My thought process on it is, you're a fan, you paid a ticket, you can say what you want.
yeah, it is what it is. Like I'm not gonna say nothing about it. I'm not gonna say someone's wrong for saying it. It happened. They did what they did, and then they moved on. The
Right,
match
and
was over instantly.
I honestly think the chants were longer than the match.
Bro, the match was a minute or something. Cause I'm gonna just get this down really quick.
Yep, yep.
Hangman showed up, interfered. MJF got distracted. He got choked out, and then he got pile drivered. Like literally, freaking just. It was crazy. One, two,
Yes.
three. Brody wins. He gets his Grand Slam match in Australia on the February 14th, I
Which I
believe.
think he's from Australia.
Yeah, no, is he? I think he is. I don't know,
Is
but
he?
I don't know. But
Huh.
Hangman showed up too to fight MJF and got kicked in the balls, and I think Andrade showed up too because Andrade beat Kenny, which was a really good match. And Andrade will face Hangman on the 14th, and then the winner of that gets MJF at Revolution because Brody's not going to win. I love Brody, but he's not going to beat MJF. It's his first defense, I believe.
Oh, dude, if he loses that quickly, it's just like, bro. Now, I can say this. Um Andrade Kenny was a banger. I'm looking forward to the next Kenny and Hangman because it's being made very clear that match is coming, Joe.
Yeah.
Like,
Swerve screwed over Kenny. That's the match I think we're getting. Swerve and Kenny.
bro, I would love it.
Because
And
Kenny was not
even
happy.
even Don Callis had to mention that this is the best Kenny Omega has looked since before he had the diverticulitis surgery.
Yeah. Kenny and Swerve is it's gonna feed families.
Man,
Uh,
can I be honest with you? I think AEW has the better wrestling right now.
I agree.
Like, and once again, for all the folks who will be caught up on the whole one thing about it, I'm just here to talk about wrestling. All right. So I can say this: don't come at us with no more about this. We're not going to talk about it after this video. We're here to talk about wrestling. Here to smoke some weed. It sounds like Joe's dying right there,
That was a good hit.
and that's what we do. That's what
We
we fucking
smoke and we
do.
give our thoughts on wrestling.
Yes. And and that's just because I think the reason I had to mention this though was because I can't tell you the last time I've seen the wrestling mentioned in the news and it not be about Vince McMahon scandals or
Yeah.
it not be that a wrestler died or overdosed on drugs or something like that. Like this was just fucking the fans chanting and
Yeah,
it
that's
went
crazy to
viral.
me though. But hey, they did what they did, and they're just like you said. They paid their hard money to do that to be there. So
Let them
I'm
do
not
what they
gonna
want.
I'm not gonna say anything. But
As long as
yeah.
long as they're not like splashing drinks in each other's faces and shit. Hey.
But I do want to talk more about Dynamite later on after TNA because I'll have a full battery.
What?
That felt like a good hit too.
Oh.
It was a hell of a
Woo!
hit.
Yes, sir. First one of the day too.
Hell yeah.
So we made that one count, and you know what, bro? Fuck it. We'll leave it with that. With that said, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you later tonight.